Well, good evening. I've been excited about this all day. We are finally live doing Secret of Mana Live Episode 2. So we ended Episode 1 in the Dwarf Village. Now, before I put the stream on, I mentioned at the end of the last stream that I was needing some GP to upgrade the girl's spear weapon. I have taken the process of doing that for the sake of not having to use live airtime to do a grind. So we are ready pretty much to get on with this. So I'm just going to do a welcome note on the chat quickly. Just to let you know that I am viewing the chat. So episode 1 took off really well. We got a good bit done. We are about to do even more. I'm going to let the stream run a couple of minutes just to get people to join up, so that you guys don't miss any of this. Just leave it there. That's what I was doing. I'll officially share the stream onto Facebook. So I put the link on Facebook as well, guys, that you can watch out with. To bring the chat back up. There we go. Good evening, Leah. Just give it another minute or two and then we'll crack on. So like I said, I got the spear upgraded just to save using live air to do it, because watching some of the grinds can be boring, but the mandatory grinds that are required to help progress I will put on the live air. So as I said, we just finished battling the second boss, Tropical, and we recruited the sprite child, Popeye, to our party of heroes. So we now have a fully functioning party, during which, when I was doing the grind for the GP to upgrade the spear, I managed to get Popeye up to level 4 at least. So we'll get some form of start. So we are almost ready to start. So we have, oops, to resize that window. I've just screwed up the sizing of the game window. 2 seconds. That's better, right? We are ready. Let's go. So what we can do is I appreciate that, Leah, right on the ball. That's what I like to see. Now, I'll just show you what I did. As you can see, the spear is now called the Heavy Spear. That's what it becomes when you upgrade the standard spear. It becomes a Heavy Spear. Like the Rusty Sword became the Broadsword. So there's Nico I mentioned earlier. So remember the transporter in episode 1 we went through into the forest. That's where we're going to head. We're going to go through and see the breathtaking haunted forest in all its glory. So I'm going to start fighting these guys if I actually press the right button. There we go. Now, one thing I mentioned at the beginning of the game, if you look at the girl, she's trying to catch us. We can't go any further. Now this is something that they removed in the remake. You can actually keep going, but the screen just pans wider and wider. I guess it's the different modern technology. One thing I have actually noticed as better, I noticed the bars at the bottom glitched to a different colour there. That was weird. So we're going to whack everything we see now. What I will do is see this bow and arrow, I will level that up as well. And they're ideal for killing mobs that are on a different level, as the emulator just minimises itself there. As the window minimises itself, sorry. So the bow has some significant power as well. Now, if we take a quick look at the action, the level up, you'll notice that I have 70% of the way leveled the sword to level 2 and 14 of the way leveled the bow and arrow to 1. Just so that you know how that works. Just going to get this chest. I'll switch back to the sword and get that to level 2, I think, just so that I can focus a weapon at a time. I think that's potentially a good idea. So we'll go back to the sword. Just do we get that to level 2. Every level up, the charge up has a different unique move when you get. I'm attacking the old guy, I don't know. So we're ready to go through the transporter into the come on, the lovely haunted forest. I like the look of this place, it's got good colours on it. So we get to deal with these guys again. Right, so now the girl is causing us grief there again. She'll stop me for chasing this Chobin Hood, as they're called. I'm sure I mentioned that in episode 1. I think I've got all the enemies' names locked down, and as I say, they've all got unique names. Now there's the weapon scallop. So I'm going to switch to the bow for the time being. As you can see, Popoy's got himself stuck now. Now I've got 34 GP instead, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to control him and bring him round. Then take the controller around again. That's the beauty. You can switch control between heroes, but I like to always keep control of the guy, Randy. Find it easier. Missed that shot there. Now we'll need to switch back to the sword in order to cut through those plants there. Oh, so now Popoy's weapon scallop, so we need to go into Popoy's menu, which is here. Now if we go into the action grid, you'll see we need to move that to 1 now that he can charge his weapons up. So I'm going to switch back to the sword in order to cut. I think the axe works as well. Excuse me. So there's Nico again. I'm not buying none for him. Right, so we're going to go through the transporter. Now we've got the axe. So I can have a go at him. The boomerang will also reach him. Wherever he went, there is So just take this dude out as well. Now there is a transporter all on there, but it's no use to us because we need to go down the other one first. So that's where we're going to head. We'll get these guys when we come back. I'm just going to speed past that balloon thing. Just save the airtime a bit. So we bring the axe, similar animation to what the goblins have. Chop these statues down. Go back to the ball momentarily, just to take some of these guys out. So we'll need to sword that again. And just for the sake of XP, I'm going to just kill this dude. If he doesn't hit me. As I sort of hit level 9 with that one. It's just a chest there, but I'll not get it, so. Alright, so I do need to go the other way first. I've got it back to front, guys. My apologies. A little clinical error there. So I do need to go the other way. So we can't be far off. We can't be far off the level, so 73, I've still got a wee bit to go. So we're just gonna thank you, Leah, for reminding us about the cat being called Nico, right? This is a new dude. This is called an I Spy, but I spelt like the body part, E-Y-E. And he will spawn 2 of these. Remember what I said about the 3 enemies per screen? Like that. Well, that's Prim's weapon skill up. Notice how the spear get leveled up before the bow did. That's the spear at level 2, so I will go into Prim's action grid and move that up to 2 now. So she'll now be able to carry out a level 2 charged attack. So we hit that and it brings that cliff together so we can go back after we open this. The I Spies, they were poison needles. I'll just let that poison on it, there's no need to. I could use a med, but what I'll do is I'll use a medical herb so you can see what it's like. So medical herb does that and it will relieve the poison. If I had very low health, there's a weapon skill finally up. So I can now do a level 1 bow charged attack, but that's for another day. So you can continue using the primary weapon. I will also level the axe up at some point. It's a good weapon later on for some of the harder bosses. That was a level 2 spear attack you just seen there. Plenty of damage behind that. So we take them out and we can go through here and finally get by. Now the I Spy is back now. What I will do just to get the GP is I'll attack it. And I'll charge the bow up to 1. It just sort of a kind of delays through that and it makes it a more powerful arrow. And then we can do away with it like that. So we'll go back to the sword for the time being. So we're going to go up this way. Right, this is see that transporter that's there. That's the one that's at the water palace. So we will be able to access that later on. So we're going to go into this one. This takes us to another part. So we're going to come down here if Popeye will stop trying to attack that mushroom. Won't you? Right. See, the attacks are getting stronger now because we're getting leveled up and we're starting to really breeze areas, which would be good for the broadcast. Although not always the case, sometimes I've came across hardships in the game, and other times I have completed it. So we've got a chest up, so the candy won't fit because we've already got 4 candies. And so that's just a loop that goes back around there. So we come down here and we come to this part. I'll get him at the other side and watch them two get trapped. Just like that. Right, you two, come on. That's why sometimes it's better to multiplayer this game so you don't have that issue. But it's not a problem with the game. Right, so coming up here, this should sound different because we're in the castle grounds. Now what you're about to see, these are the guys that would have guarded the girl had you not recruited her at Pandora. But they're a lot easier to fight at this stage now. We're not quite the level that I said, but we have a stronger weapon, and that will really help. As we see, we killed them quite easy. Yeah, so we obviously need to go our way around into the castle, so I'll blow this chump. Which I just missed. It's the ice spy that's cast in the cure water. In fact, it might actually be him. I'm sure they can cast cure water as well, which is a healing spell. Alright, so it's the guys that's doing it. What's making this complex is her getting stuck again. Right, so we're ready to finally enter the castle doors. We will encounter a new enemy again. So we're going this bridge, take this this doorway, smack them like that. We're going to this door. Now, if you notice that the top right chair is different from the other 3, that's because these ones are actually enemies. That's how you can tell the difference. Bolter chairs. That's what they're called. And so we'll take them out. So only one of these choppings will spawn. So you might spawn another one that we've took one of them out. And there you have it. Right, so I've been turned into a Moogle. That'll last a moment or two. We don't need to use a medical herb. Now she's been Moogled. And so is Popeye. Yeah, Sam's just got my eye. He's at low health. I better heal him up. So they're now becoming a nuisance. So I've leveled up there. So we can go in here. We can have a swipe at the chairs. They're actually packing a heavy punch right now. So there's 2 of them down. Normally I would avoid this room, but nah, because when I come out, these guys will come back. There's no harm in fighting them again. The Prim gets to level 10. So we open this door and go forward. This is a similar scene of what you would have seen had you not recruited Prim at Pandora, fighting two of them, but as I said, we've got stronger weapons so the fights are easier. As you can see, they're already dead. Now, when we come here, we're going to go down these stairs and we're going to see something quite unusual. The soldiers that we've seen at the Water Palace and Nico. So we're going to talk to him. So the soldiers are a wee bit stuttery. So Randy's saying these guys seem like zombies. Just like the people in Pandora. You can bet the witch is behind us. Well, I'd imagine so. As the game has minimised again. Are you going to the witch's lair? Yes we are. Got next floor. 3 people step on platform. Bridge. Right. Nico says poor, I got caught, and yet he's still selling stuff. Yeah, arguably I could. Do you know what I'll do? I'll buy a candy. I don't want to, but I might just replace the candy that I've got. Now, chocolate that restores 250 HP, also can carry 4. They restore maximum health. They replenish. In fact, I'll explain later on what they are. I'll top that up. But you know what? I'm going to buy another one of these because I've got a funny feeling I'm going to need them. Right. I grudge paying 300 GP when merchants sell them for half the price. Other merchants accept them. Right, so this is a platform the soldier was talking about. 3 of them step on it and a bridge forms. And I get moogled for my troubles. I would go back and kill the wolves, but I'll just leave them. So we've got another couple of these dudes to take care of. So there's one down. Day Job and Hoods kinda look like the sprite a wee bit. There must be some sort of a distant descendant somewhere. Yeah, so both the side rooms are empty as far as I'm aware. Right, this will be a punch glove, a bomb or poison needles. No, it's 34 GP actually, that's quite insane. Just needs to answer this text. Right, where were we? Middle room is the way forward. Now, we're blocked here, so what we need to do is we need to go around here. Press the button again. And we get moogled again for the troubles. And just like that we take the guys out. So with another 34 GP, we are really raking in the bucks tonight. So we can remove that wall. We've not got much further to go now. I think we're a couple of rooms away for crunch time. In fact, we are at crunch time. Slight change in the music. Let's get rid of these chairs. And up here we are going to find the witch standing right there. Phew, what noisy little children. See what you get. I wish I knew what that meant. So we're going to go in here and we're going to come to this drawbridge, and there is Diluc. Allow me the pleasure of sending you to Thanatos. Now that's a name you're going to be familiar with as we continue this series. So he disappears. what have I done? I've just sent him to the ruins in Pandora. It's the Dialec's obviously a strong dude. And this Thanatos needed him, so... So this guy's big business then. So... cute little Spiky. I can assure you, this thing ain't little. So you probably guessed it. We have ourselves a little fight. Now, when I played the game ages ago, this was always where I used to get stuck, because I could never beat this thing. So he'll slam and he'll cause havoc. So we need to ensure that we're healing when necessary. So the two pillars left and right there, he will go up there, like so. So what I do here is I switch to this and whack him. Just the melee weapons won't work, so when he comes back down I'll get the sword back out. We'll just keep whacking him. Yeah, see when he does this rolling move, which is bad for chain attacking you, and it can just end you in a nutshell. So we need to beware that doesn't happen, because if it does, like, that's just not funny, by the way. So I'm going to assume controlling another person and use the medical herb to stop myself. So we're doing not too bad if he'll stop grabbing me. So I think it's time I took some heals. Now I'm not going to be at full health because I'm using candy. So he's up there again. So the fire breath is a nightmare because it engulfs you, and I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'll control the sprite for a second there. So, as far as heal goes, I've just noticed Popoy's health. He's not forgetting off that platform, is he? Oh. He's just going to spam fire breath. Oh, there it is. I switched to Popoy there and flung the boomerang. That'll end the fight there, and which I believe we will achieve a boomerang Zorb for defeating that boss. So that is the third boss of the game. Right, so what we need to do now is I'm still controlling her, and I've still got my bow equipped. I'll get the sword back now. We've got the transporter there. Now the witch is here. Now what we'll find you're going to find out exactly which she was playing at. Right, so she'd been using the Pandoran villagers for Thanatos magic herbs. Right, so now she's just going to be peacefully. So now the ruins to the south of Pandora is going to be our next place, I think. So we got a treasure chest or two at the left there. Now the orb in the underground palace, now we've not seen that yet. So we need to acquire the magic of ice. She doesn't have it, so she's just a normal lady. We've got two chests here. This chest is the whip. It's one of my favourite weapons, and not only is it a weapon, but it's a nice utility, which I'll show you on the way out of here. And we'll have 50 GP for our trouble now. Instead of exiting this place by foot, we can be sent out. Also, there are no enemies on the castle grounds. So we've got a little premonition scene here. She's... So we got a message. So Luca is asking for us to go to the Water Palace. Yep. I love that smile the sprite does. I love that. Yippee, I'm coming along. You can count on me. The sprite's kind of like that little kid that's part of your group, but you sometimes wish he wasn't, like the annoying kid, if you like. So we're going to head out of here. Now we're going to be back in the enemy's range. So, a nice wee place, the Haunted Forest. I even think the castle looks not too bad. It's one of the other designs of the castle that feature. It looks kind of like the Pandoran castle, a wee bit how they've designed it. So what we're going to do, just for time's sake, we'll just go into here. Take him out the game. So we go into this transport, and remember the transport I mentioned earlier that takes you to the Water Palace? Now we can get to that, and you will see why in a second. And we're actually at this point. So we come up here, pick up the whip. Now if we do that and they all come together, if we fling the whip like that, we can cross gaps as long as there's these posts there. And what that will do is when we come out of that transporter, we appear here. Familiar territory, this is where we first encountered Diluc and the 4 soldiers. So we are now back at the Water Palace. So we'll see what Luca's got in store for us. That's a weird looking sprint. So Luca is up here. There she is. Do a little save there. Right, so we now need to go to a part east of the palace. There's a water elemental known as Undyne. She's in grave danger seemingly. Now, she mentioned the seal in that her seal in this palace has failed. I can only assume that when I have been playing this, it's actually a different seal to that of what the seed creates. So we go this way, and the cave is behind the waterfall. Why does this keep minimising? I know why it keeps minimising. I'm going to put the mouse cursor there. So these guys are called Iffish. I-F-F-I-S-H. That's how we're spelling that. So we're going to get rid of these guys. We're going to go in this cave. And take the dudes out. We're going to go in here. And we're going to see this thing. Yeah, that is a love heart. So this wee guy's going to hatch. So we're going to use charge attacks, and it's just to make us a bit quicker. That is called a taunt pole. These taunt poles do something rather strange when you damage them enough. Like so. It's going to turn. And this dude. This is a biting lizard. They are annoying as hell. As you can see, they like to catch you. Now, I'm going to see if I can use that candy on her before she dies. Oh, it worked! I wasn't sure if that was going to work because she was within an attack. So just going to keep swiping this dude. Now when he falls down and it looks like he's taking a nap, that's when he's at his demise. Now he does have a level 3 cure water, but we can easily undo that damage that he's healed himself for, like so. That's it undone. Just going to use that again. So you keep swiping away. You just keep chaining attacks up. And that's him dead. Now where he's lying there, a cave's going to open. And we've got a God's Orb. And then we get some gentle music. And that is Undyne. Now this is when the game takes a better turn. This is our first point of receiving magic. So Prim uses recovery and defense magic. Popeye uses the attack magic. Randy's looking a wee bit confused and he's wondering what he's going to get. Your mana sword will one day become more powerful than any magic. Feel his energy drain out of the room, eh? Yeah, that is quite a good thing. And yeah, that does actually happen. And this is the final mana weapon. The pole dart. We don't ever use it, just to let you know. We have practically all the weapons we can collect. It's a matter of getting them strengthened up. So, this wee Torag thinks he's invincible now. So we're going to put the magic to use because what we're going to be doing in regards to not the ruins of Pandora, the underground palace, I believe is our next destination. We are going to give you a little sample of the magic. So we select the elemental, we select freeze, then we'll select the cast it on all three. Now what I'm going to do here, well I was going to do it until I get attacked. Now it doesn't need to work like that. I'm going to introduce you to chain casting, which comes in handy. Chain casting works like this. Once the elemental disappears, I select again and do it again, and watch it continue to be applied if I keep hitting the... Oh, I hit the wrong button there. I think I've got my controls back to front, but it's not a problem. So we do some form of damage. That's how chain casting works, but you'll see it better later on. Now, like the weaponry, the magic, if you go into this screen, if you look at the top right, it says magic skill. You press the R button, which I've got set to this. Now we've already put 45% into leveling Undyne up to 1. We want Undyne's freeze to be level 1. Now do we have any magic power left? No we don't. So what we're going to do is we're just going to ignore these dudes. The quickest way to get magic power back is just go and talk to Luca again. Now this is one of these, I call it a man. What are you doing? Come on, get up here, you sausage. Honestly, see when they do that, it get frustrating. She's charging his weapon up and there's no enemies about. So we're going to gallop back up to the Sage Luca and just talk to her. She'll restore us. Now not only are we going to level his Undyne to level 1, but we're also going to level the girls up. Because if you look at hers, her defense magic, which is different, that there is Remedy. That is what the medical herb does. It does the exact same thing. That will make our weapons be able to turn people into snowmen. I never ever use it. And Cure Water, which you've seen. We cast Cure Water, you see it in its glory. Now, you look at what we're healing for. We can easily get that to level 1 and be able to heal more for the upcoming few places we're going to be visiting during this stream. So I am intending to stream till 10 o'clock tonight to give you an hour and a half episode. Right, so we've restored their magic again, so we're going to go back outside and battle the fish. And I'll try and do the chain cast a wee bit better. So it might take one load to come back and restore again, but in the meantime I'll keep casting Cure Water to level her magic up at the same time, so that we're saving a bit of time, so that we can carry on. So we'll go back in here and we'll get these fish again. Now the other thing with the magic is you need to be in a reasonable range or it won't pick up, so we're talking to her still. So we want to go into this one. Now another spell he's got there is Acid Storm. We don't need to worry about that. So we're going to attempt a chain cast. Once the elemental disappears we can do it. And what this will do, don't do that. So just keep doing it until we run out of MP, and she's also going to attack just there. So we're running we've not got enough to cast anymore, so the attacks are far higher in damage because we've chain casted it. It kind of works like when you get chain attacked, only their individual damage take off rather than it just bulked up to one massive blow. So we're going to just do the Cure Water thing as well to get hers up, just so we can restore if I don't do that. That's how magic works. It's for Undyne anyway. And having a healing tool like that will come in handy so much now. I'll get 2 more casts of Cure Water excuse me, and 1 cast of Remedy, as it only takes up 1 MP. We'll check out the magic levels, how far we are for leveling up. Now you'll see what Remedy can actually be cast on all 3 as well. See, it works like the medical herb. So we check out our levels quickly. Prim's magic level is just over halfway, so she'll be able to get to level 1 once we restore, as will the wee man here. It should be about there. So let's go. Let's restore quickly and get this done. Gentle palace music. So things like this, it does help with the game. Now, I used to play the game without doing this, and I used to struggle at the next part, but I found that this worked a treat. So once again, just in case anything happens, we'll save the game. Yeah. So I'm just going to fast forward it here, just to speed up a wee bit. So as I say, we'll live stream for another 45 minutes, that will conclude episode 2. So we will be at the next dungeon definitely. Oh, I'm away the wrong way. Went a wee bit too far to talk about the next dungeon. So we want to go to the underground palace next, so in fact, I've just noticed something. I'm swiping these guys with my sword. What am I doing? I might be using magic here, ain't I? I knew something wasn't right there. There's the magic skill up. Yeah, so we can just leave them there. We just use it. We use it at level 1, so you'll see how much more damage it does. If you look at the two Undynes closely when they're both cast, that one's more blue than the other one. You see what I mean? There's a slightly different colours, there's a hint of green in hers. So just clear these guys off. Excuse me. Right. Try to work out the sounds went funny there. Might just be because of the waterfall. So we're just going to get us leveled up to 1. And there you have it. Now, if you do it now, actually no, there's no point because I'm not going to be able to do it now. We will just go back and talk to Luca, charge it back up, and then we will make our way to the underground palace. Right, so let's go. Now, in order for going to the underground palace, what we're going to do is we're going to go back through the haunted forest, as I feel it's going to be quicker. So that means going back through the transporter and whipping back across that gap. So remember, I showed this in episode 1, we couldn't have come this way in the beginning, but now we can. Do you know what I think I'll do? I'll just use the whip in action. That's how that weapon works. Sadly, it doesn't cut bushes. And it doesn't seem to work too well close up. You can have a bit of distance on it. There's this minimising. Sorry, wrong one. Get that back. Yeah, there we go. Apologies for that. Don't know why the window keeps minimising. It's frustrating me. Never did it last night. So I'm going to lose the chat window. Right, I've already resized that numerous times. Right. Anyway, sorry about that. Just try to fix that there. Pain in the backside. Just wondering if there was a button there to disable my touchpad. Guess it's touching that that's doing it. So we can go back out here. Just going to wipe these guys out. I'd imagine we've got a few quid under our belt. No, nearly 3,000, that's quite a lot at this stage of the game. So we're going to go to the Underground Palace. That's by getting back to the Dwarf Village. On news. So we remember the way it's back down here. See, we can practically whack these things in one hit now because we've strengthened ourselves up that well. So doing this part of the game now will be a breeze. Just like that. See, we're back here relatively quick. So we're going to go in the right hand gate. Now I used to go through the left hand and grind, but since we're live streaming and I want to push it on a bit, we'll just go this way. I don't think Nico's here anymore. Nico's disappeared. So we're going to side shuffle down these steps. We are going to talk to Watts because we've got a few things we need to forge up. I believe the boomerang is one. If it's coloured down, that means it's ready to be forged. So you now have a chakram, and we can put that up to a power glove. And no, that doesn't lift heavy objects if you're a Legend of Zelda fan. So we're back in the Dwarf Village. A quick sleepy at the end just to charge your batteries. So I'm just going to speed through that save. So we are going to go this way. See that cave there? It's now just left our screens. Come on, Prim, stop getting jammed. We go in here, we'll find an orb and a lava field. And some new music for the first time. We cast the freeze orb, the freeze spell on that orb. I'll get rid of the lava field so we can now progress. Now, welcome to the new style of goblin. These are a nuisance because they fling boomerangs that they chain cast you to hell. They are, if you don't get on top of them, they will destroy you. And these blue ones spawn out of the other goblins, which were the kid goblins in the cave, but these are just goblins, and ma goblins are the blue ones. So they're dead. We got a chest there. We're going to meet a few. Oh, there's a bomb. We're going to meet a few new enemies in here. Get rid of this first. See, I can kill it before it spawns a ma goblin. Good. This is a new fella. This is a chest knight, which you probably already knew by looking at it. They can be quite difficult to kill. Sometimes you just randomly avoid your attacks, but so far it seems to be not too bad. And then that one's dead. And there's a blat. They're easy enough to kill, as we've seen them already. Now, there's a green drop. We know the script for these guys, don't we? So that's one switch pushed. There's one at the other end to get as well. There is also another chest knight here. Both these switches will open the entrance there in the middle. So we can take care of the chest knight, go through this door, take care of the blat, press the switch. That'll open the way forward, which is just here. I can see you try to resize yourself there. I didn't even go back down the stairs there. So you press the switch, it forms a bridge. Press the green one again, it'll just reverse itself. So we've got some stored numpties here. There's another one stored in the distance somewhere. So that goblin's gone. The other one's just beyond this door here. Okay, no it's not, it usually is. So this is another whippy point. So I get the whip out and whip across. Where a green drop is waiting. Yeah, I go, we got the sword. And now it's dead. That's alright, he's just stay around there, I'll just fight them by myself, why don't I? Right, just come on. So we got up here and we'll take this guy out. Move on. Nice wee easy chamber, just one of these guys. We kill it before it spawns the ma goblins. So it will spawn two of them. Just like that. Now, see here where I'm standing, I was adamant you could move that. Now, it's not going to spawn any ma goblins because there's two other enemies on the screen. So the chest knights die first and that goblin's still alive. A ma goblin's liable to be spawned. Scares me about the chain attacks, look at that. That's what you call a chain attack. Luckily, we've killed that, but don't. So you say, do not spawn a ma goblin. Right, so we're going to put our cure water to the test here. at the level it's at. I'm just going to cast it on everybody. I should maximum heal us all. There we go. Perfect. So we're going to come up here to another one of these guys. Palaces in this game are very straightforward. There's no real any real challenge. This is going to go horrible. I was lucky there because they just stopped attacking me. Popoy's level weapon skills has gone up. Bear me a jiff. Right, that was the right screen. Not that one. It's the action grid we want. Well, that's our action grid. So the Mad Goblin's down. Now we come to this room, the stage room, then a wee gnome dude appears. So they two have a wee skirmish. And a wee exchange of words. And what does an earthquake mean? Look, back there, it means boss fight. Now, this is the fire gigas, a guy I used to struggle with, but we have a little tool on hand here, and it's this. We're going to chain cast the freeze, and because we've leveled it higher, one use of all magic here should actually kill this thing. If it doesn't, then we'll not be far off it. There you go. Easy! Now that's the reason that I leveled that freeze to level 1, because without that, a boss fight can be a nightmare. So we've got the Axis Orb now. So we go up here and we'll find the gnome and another mana seed. He's calling Randy a servant. Then Randy says, "Hey, you calling a servant? Now close your eyes. Both you and your wife may summon me." That's referring to Popoy and Prim, by the way. As you can see, she's offended. Look at that face. That's a face I usually get off my missus when I come in for work every day. Popoy likes the style, of course he does. So what we've actually gained now is I'm going to just take you through the gnome's powers. The gnome's a sort of a earth type guy. To the mana seed is right there. So we'll create the seal. Now something weird's going to happen here. His head is hurting. All of a sudden, the Upperland Forest. It's a beautiful place. We'll be there probably next episode, I think, by the time we get there. Right, so we now know where he comes from, but we've got bigger fish to fry now. I gained an item when exploring Gaia's Navel, didn't I? Called a magic rope. This will take us to the palace entrance. It doesn't work in Eleni's castle, by the way, which is weird. So now we're back here. So we will forge our axe up. to get a load axe. And we will bail out of here. Yes, we will. We'll use the in Pandora. It's time we go to Pandora again. So we'll go there. We'll take this route. Be friendly at the fight. Won't you? Seriously. So just going to grind our way back to Pandora. In 5 minutes we'll be there. Because we're doing a lot more damage now, so these guys should just be deleted. Come on you, stop getting stuck. See, being able to one hit kill him, it feels great. So we're not going to go that way this time, we're going to go to Pandora this way. You'll find that sometimes the bits you've been in, enemies will respawn. So we go this way, we'll make it worth their while. So there's Kippo Village, again. But no reason to ever go back into Kippo Village. I actually half expected to get a boss fight in there because we went down in Poto's village at the start when we battled the Mantis Ant boss, the very first boss. But it didn't seem to happen. Just when Gemma says monsters are invading villages, no monster invades that village. Just going to keep whacking dudes. Oh yeah, I was going to mention the gnomes magic menu. That's the defensive one. Now, this little spell here, sometimes this one, but mainly that one, will become a new toy for playing this game. And you'll see it in good use. Just keep fighting away. That's my bro sending me messages. I'll catch him at the end of the stream. So first things first, we're going to sleep at the end to recharge our magic. Just beating bosses, it doesn't happen. Right, so we're going to sleep in here, just speed past it, just to keep time going. Now, in order to get us, if you just head for the ruins, which is at the entrance to the bottom, you'll not get in, and the reason you won't get in is because you need to talk to somebody in this village to make it happen. And this is a person here. Now, you don't see her originally in the game. This is Fana. She's Prim's best friend, and she's gone. She disappears. So this is when we decide to go down to the ruins. And the ruins are down here, and then up the next screen. Now, if you just come this way without speaking to Fana, there's two guys here guarding that door, and she won't be there. You'll not get past, because these guys, if you don't go to talk to them, they don't speak to you. And neither do any of these people. These people don't speak to either. So we talk to her, and then she starts acting up. Prim, I'm going on a one-way trip. Pretty neat, huh? So she's saying, come on Fana, snap out of it. In the HD remake, she has a different name and I can't quite remember what the name is, but it's not Fana. And it's not anything that sounds like either, if there's anybody that want to be funny. So she's saying, stop bothering me. So she just randomly walks through these guys like they're not there. So then this is when Prim says to them, hey you, make room. And then the guys move. Now we're into the ruins. Now, cue some eerie music in a very eerie place. These... I think they're zombies. Now, the tomato man you see here, they guys are not easy to kill, and I'll show you that they're bad at evading your damage, so I tend not to fight them. But they'll just keep spawning these guys, so we're just going to move on. Although she just damaged one there. Now, that is one of the new enemies. This is the chest knight we came across. Leah, you'll be happy because they look like unicorns. That's if you're still watching, Leah, that is. Right, so we're going to head down these stairs now. Now it starts to get misty. See, similar cloud to what you've seen in the Haunted Forest. Now, these are another new enemy. These swords. Now, casting Moonsaber, that can be a problem, depending on your level, by the way. But they're not hard to kill. So you keep plugging away at the damage. So this is at level 13. Well, that's Brandy at level 13. So we got these stairs. To another one of these tomato dudes. They are genuinely tomato dudes. Well, that's not, they're not tomato dudes, but they are called something along those lines. Now that room up the top there is empty, there's no reason to go in there. I think there's a couple of swords in it actually. Right, so we're just going to ignore these guys. You can keep fighting the zombies, but they're just going to keep spawning, so once again we'll ignore them. I mean, there is the option of using magic, but not going to happen because we're going to need it. I don't have anything to replenish the magic yet, which will be in one of the items I'll show you when we visit a store that sells them. In fact, I briefly mentioned them earlier, you might remember what they look like. Now, you notice that we've lost our weapons because we go up here and we're going to see more of these creepy dudes. We go up here and we see this dude. This is Thanatos. So he recognises the strength that we possess. So he knows, yeah, that is Fana. So he's drained her energy, now she's my faithful servant. I need life energy to create a new peaceful world, so that's why he's been taking energy from the people. He's going on about a mana fortress again. Don't and you'll end up like him. It's Dialog. So Prim will be happy. He was a tough one to see, and he had a hard time with him too. He must be receiving some kind of special power. Great find, huh? Oh yeah. I would say so. I'm gonna... My mouse is causing me some grief here. So you can join him now, so you know what's coming here, eh? A random hole appears and we've got something we need to really be careful of. So this is what's been used to drain the people's energy. It's a wall with a face on it. This is the evil wall boss. So we're going to fight this dude. And that is how that works. But it just kind of works like a... Okay, so we want to destroy these 3 eyes. Now these eyes will close when they're defeated. That was a big hit there. So we're just going to attack it as best we can. So once we defeat the 2 bigger eyes, the middle one's still going to be alive. I think I'm going to take some heals. Just keep my eye on the health there down the bottom, it's getting a bit low again. Going to charge up, I think. Heals again, I think. Right, so we've smashed one of the eyes in. Now these eyes can actually revive. Now we hope they don't, but they can. I'm sure these eyes can revive. There's the reviver. Just to save using enemy magic power. So that has both eyes down. Now what's going to happen here is this wall's going to start to move. Now there's spikes at the end of the room, so we need to fight this thing fast before it kills us. And this is how we're going to do that. It's going to start to move. We're going to introduce you to this bad boy in form of chain casting. I just hoping that when we damage it with this and we start attacking it, we'll kill it before it squashes us. Right, so can't do any more damage to it, so it's time to charge your weapons. Look at the damage I did. Can't be far for death. I must attack. We must attack us really quick or it's going to kill us. It will flatten us and it will kill us. It's dead. There we go. Perfect timing. And that is the end of the evil wall, which will give us a Bozorb, I think. I believe it's a Bozorb. Yeah, I was right, Bozorb. So we come up here. So you are the ones with the mana sword. Well, should have realised that. The villagers are yours, but not these two. That's bad news. Till we meet again. Yeah. Now, look who's at the bottom of the screen there. Did you catch him? There's Gemma. So we're going to talk to him. Sorry, I was spacing your backside. Thanatos is one of their best men. They must be desperate to get mana. But why was he taking life energy away from the people here? I think Thanatos covered that. So now he's saying there's something curious about Thanatos. Well, yeah. Anyway, let's get out of here. Return to Lucas' place. He's going to go to the underground palace. And notice how the music changes. Because we have literally saved this kingdom from despair. They're a happy bunch. You talk to some people and they say thank you. They actually applaud you for... Actually, I made that the last thing I do. Now, there is a store in here that may actually give us our next set of armour, because we've had this set of armour for a wee while. We should have more than enough cash to actually acquire it. It's a store here. So he should have new gear. So we're going to get 3 of those. Right, he's selling them, so I'm going to just top up them. So that should be it. Right. Top up them. So I genuinely had no candies, that's a first. So we're going to sell our old bracelets. These power wrists, which we're getting 100 GP each for. Now, all that's left to do is equip them. I thought it was still on her. So now we've got upgraded bracers. We're going to take a wee visit to the castle. And this is what we're going to do next. This is where we recruited Prim in episode 1. We're going to go into the King's quarters. Now the King is in this room here. So we're going to talk to him. So he's happy. We must now part with our treasure. So that guy at the stairs is going to shift his bahookie at the road. We're going to go down here. Now we've got 6 chests. So we'll open this one. We get a swords orb so we can get the next sword. And the next spear. And we're going to get 50 GP. 50 GP. 50 GP and 50 GP. Wow. So now that we've got that out of the road, still got a wee bit of time, so I'm going to just cut to the next part before I end the episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. As I say, I love playing every minute of this game. as much as I'm enjoying streaming it. I hope you guys are having fun watching it, as much fun as I'm having making them for you. So we're kind of done with Pandora business for a bit. So what we're going to do, let's go back to the dwarf village. So yeah, another grind. I'll try and do it as quick as I can. Ashley, I know you are totally watching. See, you can grind these parts really quick. Now there's we're at Kippo already. Literally half the time we did it the first time. So we're almost there, in fact. Right, something's making me think I should have went to the water palace first, but there's a way around that. So when I talk to Watts, I'm going to upgrade my sword and my spear and get the claymore, the herald sword, that's what I said. Get the next spear, get the next bow. Now, I don't think this... See, Gemma's there. Right, I'm going to need to hit the water palace first in order for the next part to actually happen. I just kind of caught my eye there. Sorry, there's a way around it. I'm going to take the rather short way. Prim, come on. Now, up here and to the right is one of these guys. I'm just hoping that he's got Water Palace and he's travelling. I'll just use him. Yes, 50 GP. So you can get a look at what this is like. Although you will actually see later on in probably the next episode. This is how it works. Just fast forward until the cannon's about to fire. We're going to land right at the Water Palace just to save grinding it. That's the haunted forest you see right in the middle there. That's the Water Palace right next to it. As I say, I wouldn't normally do that, but I did it on this occasion just because I should have came here first. Gemma did say return to Lucas' place and I totally didn't do that. So that's a wee blip, but we've corrected it. So now what we will find is there's no seed. Or deeper. So now we're going to go to Gaia's Navel, where I should have put now where it just was. Now we seen Gemma there, didn't we? With the Elder. So we'll just go through the forest again. There'll be a time to level up that whip further down the line. So we're going to get out of here. Now you'll see that Prim's spear will generate a balloon. At times that's sort of like the balloon level, the balloon sort of thing that the Blats were doing. So we're going to be back where the cannon travel we just used was. So once we conclude this episode, and the next, probably the next 10 minutes, I think once I finish this bit, episode 3 will once again be going live at 8:30 tomorrow. And I will be posting another event for it on the Facebook page, so if you're interested, if you hit going, I assume you're going to be watching rather than going, because there's nowhere to actually go. It's a live stream, so he's not for letting us move. So that's where we use the cannon travel guy, but we're not doing that this time. We're going to head back into Gaia's Navel. There is a game that Squaresoft, when they were called Squaresoft, did very much like this game called Secret of Evermore. The HUD is the exact same. It's a very similar style game. Never ever finished it, but there is a lot of similarities to this game. So there might be I might decide one day to actually play through that and see what it's like. So we're gonna go back up towards what's the blacksmith. So just in the off chance I'm going to sleep at the end and save it. Right, so what you'll see now that was different to when we were here first is all of a sudden in front of the palace there, a hole has emerged. So when we talk to Gemma, the thieves are below, next they'll hit the underground palace. I'll handle the palace, you check this out. And there's the Elder. So we just walk up to it and we'll enter it. We enter a ship with some new music and a chest. This chest contains an orb for the whip. How delightful. Now we introduce to these guys, the Scorpion Army they're called. Kilroy, Super Deluxe Robot. I can't say I like this boss fight. This guy can be an absolute nuisance. Just as well I'll go to the Cups of Wishes because it might come in handy. That is Kilroy. He has hammers. I do have an improved sword. Heals time, I think. No, that is heals time. Popeye's in a wee bit of trouble there. Because I try to charge your weapon up here. Heals again. Before he dies, there we go. I just noticed that I actually killed him, but I was quick enough. So you need move about and hit him. His charge attacks on the doing that and they'll not stay away from him, so and I've been wiggled. That's fine. At least I can sprint as a Moogle. That attack is a nightmare. So Joy's are having heals. Shouldn't have long to go now. There we go. Didn't think so. They've actually levelled up there in the process. We'll see who levelled up. All you need to do is look at the total numbers below. At 166, 134 and 122 and see what one changes. So, 2 of us levelled up. And we've got a Javelin Zorb. Right, so what we're going to do to end the episode is take the Water Seed back to the palace. Oh. I didn't mean to leave there. I should bring us at the hole. Or bring us here. I'm going to save at the inn before I head back, and there's a reason I'm going to do that. I'll also forge up weapons as well. So this one to a Black Whip. That's us for now. So we will take the Water Seed back to the Water Palace, and once we've done that part, that'll be the end of episode 2. So yeah, it's slightly extended, but I struggle to put this game down. So what we can do now is magic rope out of here just for speed. And once again cut through the forest. I'm not going to take the cannon travel this time, because that was just a one-off. I never use the cannon travels when I don't have to. Come on, you. So another quick grind at this bit. There's my weapon up to level 3. Good stuff. So another wee trip through the beautiful haunted forest. I'll pop at these guys. For God's sake, I had £1 for every time you did that. Pardon me. Candy won't fit. No surprise. So our shortcut is just up here. And we know the drill here. No, I did not just do that. I did not just do that. What an idiot. Papa, you're just as bad, get out. Sorry guys, I can't believe I just did that. Just park me all the way back here. So I'm completely off that screen. Now come on you, stop acting it. So we're nearly there. So what we want is the whip. Still can't believe I did that, guys. I'm awfully sorry. The one thing you are going to notice here is when we go in here, enemies have spawned. Used to get down off that step. Honestly, I'm getting stuck starting to annoy me. That is a water thug, a new enemy. Relatively easy to kill. Yep. So let's go into the water palace where we're going to get a change in music. And some enemies. Let's see what's in this chest. Right, gas. So I'm moogled for a wee minute. Perfect timing by the for that. That is perfect timing. We're going to go up here. Once we hit these stairs we get an automatic scene where there's some soldiers and a dude with green hair. These are Empire soldiers and the guy with the green hair is Gestar. He's one of the Empire commanders. So he's asking us to hand over the seed. So we hand it over. Ah boy. So they're breaking the seal of the seed. Well, nice to meet you, it says. Lucas, try to get him to stop. And this is where the episode will conclude after we fight this dude. This is Jabberwocky. He is an absolute pain in the backside. But we're going to just try. Magic doesn't work against this dude. As you can see, he's bad for chain attacks. So I'm going to quickly fire some heals up there while I've got them. Best way to drag them into a fight is take control of them. That attack is an absolute pain in the backside. So, because you couldn't get at the corner, you're going to see a dead Milo in a second. Milo? That's what I usually call it, a dead Popeye. So, I'm going to heals first. Then I'm going to revive him with a cup of wishes. And it goes a little like this. You get a cup of wishes, I should have 4. And it works like the reviver. He will revive with full health. So we've reduced the head on it. So this is looking good so far. I'm just wondering, did I equip the new gear? Just want to check that. Yes, I did. Just so the guys are taking quite a bit of damage. That head might regenerate, by the way, sometimes it does. Especially when he does that, he's just healed himself for. One word, heals. If I keep doing that, I'll get Cure Water at level 2 eventually. The heals will become even handier. Getting chain attacked here. What's that word? Heals. Just gotta keep plugging away with this. You see if I go into magic, this doesn't tend to work. Watch us kill him. I had a fair idea that was going to happen, but I'm glad I done it. Because we can end the episode on a high note once we reseal the seed. So we go up here, and then Gemma will be back. So the Imperial forces are drawn back. managed to defeat the monsters in Pandora too. You got this from one of them, we should have it. What's another whip sword? We are running out of time. I'll return home and stop the Empire there. Gemma comes from a... Yes, Leah, I decided to extend it to get a decent ending. Thank you for that. And so he's actually from a republic called Tasnica. It's in the southwest of the world. So only a restored mana sword can beat the fortress, right? Okay. So we need to go back to Potos and go to the cannon travel guy I showed you at the very beginning of episode 1. We can go to the upper land through there, so we can talk to Luca and we can restore the seed. So now we're told to go to the Lofty Mountains. That's for later on, to find another sage and learn about real courage. Then all 8 palaces to reactivate all the seeds. So that's fair enough. Now will she... There we are. So we'll save it here and that will conclude episode 2. It's a 2 hour long episode, slightly extended it because I wanted to do this, but I think this is a good bit to end the episode. So tomorrow night, 8:30, we will be journeying to the upper land to start episode 3. I will have no pre-live stream grinding to do. We will resume from this point on. So, hope you enjoyed the episode. I thank you for taking the time to watch it. This will be available to watch on the YouTube channel and will also be available on the Facebook page at Aggression Games Gaming Network. So, thank you for watching episode 2 and we'll see you in the next one. Tomorrow night, 8:30, there will be an event getting put up, so check it out, and if you're going to be joining us, let us know in the event. So see you we'll be talking to you tomorrow in episode 3. See you later on. Sayonara.